Hey guys, Brito here. Welcome back to Motorsport Manager and our Road to Formula One Modded Series here with Brute Force Racing. Here we are for Season 3, Episode number 1. We're heading to the Singapore Grand Prix. So, quick recap last episode. We've done the pre-season stuff. We've got our car designed. We've got our new livery. Have a good look at here. The black with the blue over the white. We've got Olsen and Cordobez in the car this season. We're currently focusing on suspension, and we're ready to hit round 1. So hopefully we're going to hit our season target of 9th or above. I'm pretty sure we will, but there's no guarantees, but we'll have to just wait and see. So we're still doing suspension. HQ, we're not doing anything at this point in time. Everything's pretty good. We need to get our design center up and running as soon as we can. We've got a couple of races here before we get some new sponsor spots opened. We are at 88.3%, so we will be able to get level 5 sponsors now, which is great news. We just have to wait for one to come through. Anyway, let's continue on. So 10th or above for 400,000, or 3rd or above for 1.2 million. I think we're just going to go for 3rd or above. Don't need to worry about part fitting because it's good. Anyway, I'll get stuck into practice and we'll come back when we're ready to go to qualifying. I assume we do qualifying now in GP2. So let's see how we go in the Singapore Grand Prix from Singapore. We'll be back soon. Don't go anywhere. Alright guys, we're back ready for qualifying here. Round 1, the Singapore Grand Prix from Singapore. Going with the super softs and qualifying trim, both level 3s, both drivers. 2 purples, exactly the same for both drivers. Now, Cordobez finished first in practice, Olsen finished second, so hopefully it's a sign of things to come, but we know practice doesn't really mean much, to be honest, but see what happens. Let's start qualifying. We're going to take qualifying now. It's a 12-minute qualifying session, so I'm assuming it's just one qualifying. It's not Q1, Q2, Q3. So we might just wait a little while. Probably wait 3 minutes and send them out for 1 lap, and then send them out for a lap again after that. The track grip's going to get really good. So maybe at 9 minutes time, or maybe about 3 minutes time, we might send them out. So we'll send, maybe send Olsen out at 9 minutes and send Cordobez at 8.5. So all the other cars are all out there turning their laps. Nice tight street circuit this one. Haven't been to the Singapore Grand Prix just yet, so it's all new scenery for me, but it does look pretty good. 9 minutes, so we're going to go for a set of softs, of course, super softs I should say. Set it to auto, and we're going to send out Cordobez at 8:30. So she can go out, set of super softs as well. She can go out on full auto. Keep an eye on Olsen now, how's she going to go? Overheated and good, so yeah, not great. What about Cordobez? Perfect and good, so a little bit better. So Olsen's going to be first sector, half a second down. So not too bad, I suppose. Second sector, she's a second down. So fairly good, to be honest. A lot better than I thought it was going to be. She's going to be in 5th position. Well done. Well done. What about Cordobez? She's even quicker. So she could be up in the top 3 here. Ooh, 5th and 6th, so not too bad. We'll have to send them out for another lap pretty soon. So we'll send Olsen out with 3 minutes to go. Cordobez out with 2.5 to go. Not sure how much or how many sets of tyres we're going to need for the race. So 20 laps. I think the race is 50 laps. So the track grip's still going up, as we know. So if we send them out at about 3 minutes, they should get the most of the track grip. So 3 minutes for Olsen and 2.5 for Cordobez. Now, one thing I'm thinking with you guys, should we go straight back out on this set or a brand new set of super softs? That's the question. Are we better off going out with a little bit worn super soft or fresh tyres for qualifying? Look, I really don't know, to be honest. So you guys let me know what you think's best. We'll go out for a fresh set at the moment. I'm not sure if it'll make any difference if we go out in a little bit worn set. I'll have a set of fresh super softs there for Cordobez, so they can both get a good quality time in. So go and look at Olsen now. She's got a few cars ahead. Hopefully they're on their in lap and not out lap, so they're not going to hold us up. So we've got a car behind Olsen now. Overheated and perfect for Cordobez. See how Olsen goes first sector. Half a second down, which is green the first sector. What about Cordobez? 0.444, so she's greened again. Olsen's greened again as well. So Olsen's now moved up to 4th spot. What about Cordobez? She's not going to improve, I don't believe. No, she hasn't, so she did a 23.2 that time, so not as quick as a fast lap at 22.9, but a 22.7 for Olsen. So 5th and 6th, so I'm definitely happy with that for our first race. GP2 starting 5th and 6th position. So we got the two McNeil Racing Team teammates, 1st and 2nd, whatever team this may be, 3rd and 4th, and Brute Force Racing 5th and 6th. So it's looking promising if we can make it to the end without too many dramas. So definitely happy with that for our first race of the season. That is bloody good news. So let's have a look. It's going to be a little bit of water around. Start on inters and stay on inters, I believe. Rightio, so super soft tyres, race trim. What about Olsen? So she can go nurse and risk taker. Will that help or will that not help? Yeah, that'll help more than 5% race trim. So she'll be able to run. Also be able to run a little bit harder than Cordobez. Car set's going to leave the same. So starting fuel 40 laps. It's a 50 lap race. Let's have a look. Should we run full fuel to start with? I really don't know what the other teams are going to do. Tyres, they're going to be 20 laps. So let's give Olsen 25 laps. Let's give Cordobez, say 22 laps. Let's see how that works. I don't know if that's going to help us or not. You guys let me know what you think. Should we start with fuel or half tanks or whatever? So starting 5th and 6th, the McNeil Race Team 1 and 2, Chariot Motor Group 3 and 4, Brute Force Racing 5th and 6th, MRT, Garuda, Ozu, Garuda as well. So let's see how we go. This race start. Cordobez 6th, Olsen 5th. Great start for Olsen there, but she didn't have anywhere to go. Let's keep a close eye on all those other guys around us. They're not pushing too hard, so might be able to make a few spots here if we can. Look at Olsen. Keep a close look on her. Can she get a few spots early on? That'll be the question. Dembell's started on soft tyres, which is interesting because the rain's starting now, of course. It should be quick for the first lap, and then I think she'll probably slow down a little bit. So we're not going to be able to push too hard with these tyres for too long because we know that the track does have a lot of tyre heat into it. Like tyre heat is a big issue around this track. So leader did a 130.6, we did a 33 and a 34. Dembell's absolutely tearing through the field. Olsen's right behind Vidal. So we're going to go back to neutral with tyres for both drivers at the moment. Gonna ignore that anyway. Oops, someone's crashed. Dembell's crashed. There we go. That's what happens when you start on softs. So she's gone. So Cordobez is still doing well in 5th. Olsen's still in 6th. I'm not sure if it's worth coming in for a quick stint of softs and then coming back out on inters again. I don't know, but Other cars around us are doing similar stuff, so let's drop us back both to high. Might double speed it now, because single speed's a little bit too slow, as we know. 48 laps to go, so Cordoba's still in 5th, Olsen's still in 6th. Exactly where we started the race. Savanda and De Graaf, they're pulling out a big lead at the moment. Still got Woodford and Vidal 3rd and 4th. And us two still in 5th and 6th with Nightingale just behind. Salon, Marie Salon's been giving a black flag for causing a collision. Let's keep an eye on both of these parts. See how they go. So Olsen, neither of these girls are wet weather pro. No, okay, I wasn't sure if they were or not. So 47 to go. Tyres are getting a bit hot. Let's put them both back to conserve. We know tyre wear is going to be a little bit of an issue. Not sure. Looks like it's going to be wet the whole race. There's going to be a little bit of tyre grip there, but not a great deal. They're still 5th and 6th at the moment. Nightingale behind. We've got Stramby and Tyler as well, in 8th and 9th. So let's triple speed it now. So Olsen's got Nightingale right on the tail now. Also, Stramby's not too far behind. So Cordoba's is doing really well. She's still holding on to 5th spot. So 29.3 last lap with a 29.6 for Olsen. So similar speeds with the cars around us. Olsen hasn't picked up too much pace this lap, neither has Cordoba's, to be honest. Let's see how they go. Lap times this lap. Cordoba's does a 29.5 and a 30.6 for Olsen, so she must have slowed down a great deal in that last sector. Oops, she's getting swamped at the moment. Let's put it back to neutral and overtake now. See if she can hold on to a few of these spots. She's just dropping back really quick at the moment. So 43 laps to go now. I'm not sure if it's worth bringing her in for a set of softs and then trying to get a couple of laps out of them. I really don't know. Stramby's tyres are really bad. Cordoba's and Olsen are similar tyre wear. They're not too bad. Olsen's fighting back now on Shah. She made back up to 8th spot. So Cordoba's is still in 5th, doing really well. Olsen's starting to come back a little bit now. Gonna have to move back to conserve with the tyres because they're getting a little bit hot. Cordoba's up to neutral and let hers build a little bit of tyre temp. Try and hold on to that 5th spot. So Olsen's dropped back to 9th now and she's going to fight back for that 8th spot. She's on the wrong side, but she's on the inside into turn 1, but couldn't make the pass. She's now dropped back to 10th. So it's unfortunate. Now she's fighting back for 8th. Looks like Stramby's going to come into the pits this lap. I think we're going to be in fairly soon as well. 40 laps to go. I think we're going to have to do a 3-stopper, to be honest. Especially with these tyres. So this lap will be in. Let's just give it 20 laps again. Parts are okay. Fast stop. Get an attack and overtake for this last lap. You can go back to conserve. She's doing really well in 5th spot. Cordoba's is. Starting to get a little bit more rain now on the track, but it's going to dry out again after this little heavier spit. She can come out and go high and neutral when she gets out of the pits. Hopefully it's a good stop. Oh, of course, mistake. 9 seconds, that is absolutely shocking. Oh, anyway, 14th. Cordoba's is now in 5th. Bring her in next lap, so let's overtake an attack for this lap. We can bring you in, do the same, we'll give you, say 19.35. They go for a balance stop. Let's see how we go with that stop. And thing we hope for now is cars ahead having issues with reliability and us not having too many. I guess we're just going to have to wait and see. Looks like the cars ahead are slowing down a fair bit. So we're in this lap earlier than they are, so that could help us undercut them a little bit. Let's go high and neutral when we come back out of the pits. It's a great stop. She's still in 5th, so well done. She's in 5th. Olsen's still back in 9th. Still batting away with DeWolf behind us, and also McLeod. Osar and Navarro have come out with a set of softs on. God knows why. You're not going to get much use out of them, to be honest. Shah's done a set of softs as well. Go back to conserve with Olsen. Now that the tyre heat has gone up a little bit. So 130.3 last lap for Olsen. Quicker than the car ahead and behind. This lap she's going to be down a little bit. 35 to go. Cordobez still doing well. She's up into 3rd now. Woodford's come out on a set of super soft. So's Kenjiro. Not really sure why, but anyway, that's their decision, I suppose. You're not going to get much really benefit, are you, for a few laps when it starts to dry out a little bit. But so back to conserve with Cordobez now. She's currently in 2nd. De Graaf is ahead of 14 seconds, so Cordobez could take over the lead here once De Graaf goes into the pits. Olsen has now moved up to 5th spot, got through on Woodford there, who's on a set of super softs. So there we go, Cordobez is now in the lead. Olsen is still in 5th at this point in time. De Graaf has come out on a set of super softs as well, so I'm not exactly sure what their plans are. It's going to benefit them more than us or not. Like, potentially could, so we'll have to see how their lap times go. So we'll see Cordobez's lap time next lap around. She's starting to slow down a fair bit, so that was only a 31.8. What about Stramby? 29.1 she did. Or they did, I'm not sure if it's male or female, but so it looks like De Graaf might have a little bit of a benefit out of it. She's starting to catch fairly quick. Well, we're not going to come in for softs because there's not much point now. But no doubt Woodford and De Graaf and that are going to move through the field a little bit quicker than we would have thought. But then it's going to get wet again, and you're going to have to come back in for another set of wets. So, I mean, we potentially could have came in and got a set of super softs like they have. Teared through the field a little bit, but yeah, I don't know if that's going to benefit us too much, to be honest. So 30 laps to go now. 2nd and 4th at the moment. 2 cars ahead of Olsen that aren't our teammate Cordobez, are both on super softs. So De Graaf is actually pulling away really quick at the moment. Really quick. She did 28.9 last lap. Cordobez is doing a 36.37 this lap. So 27 to a 36, so 10 seconds ahead last lap. De Graaf was, but the rain should be coming soon, so maybe we should have come in for a set of super softs. Everyone else is on softs now, and we're not. We're still on inters, so yeah, I don't really know. Let's go back to neutral with both. They're going to have to pit again and again, so I don't know how it's going to benefit them too much, to be honest. Car condition, front wing's a bit of an issue for Cordobez. Olsen, wings are a bit of an issue, and suspension, but not too bad. Come on, rain, we need the rain to hit pretty hard and come back really quick while these guys are still out in their softs. Though Cordobez is going to have to come in for another set of inters pretty soon anyway. So we've still got 2 stops left as it is. So if not next lap, the lap after Cordobez will be in. So Olsen will be in next lap. Or even she really should be in this lap. Yeah, bring her in this lap for another set of inters. many laps we've got to go? 25 laps. Let's give her 13 fuel and a fast stop. Go high and neutral when you come out of the pits. You can come in this lap. Another set of inters. You can go 14 laps. Fuel. Balance stop. So Cordobas will be in this lap. The tyres are pretty gone. It should be high and neutral when she comes out. We are a fair way behind though, so I don't know if we're going to make up this sort of gap. I really don't know if that benefited us for staying out on inters. We probably could have tried to extend them a little bit more and came out on a set of super softs. Yeah, she's got a bit of front wing damage, so we're going to have to fix that next time she comes into the pits. Whereas Olsen's not too bad. So we can only hope now that these guys stay out on their tyres for a little bit longer than they should. We can gain a whole heap of ground here. So that's the only thing we can really hope for now. Keep an eye on Olsen. Yeah, I'm not really sure how this is going to play out now. I was hoping that we're going to have a good race, but conserve now for Olsen. Put her just overtake mode. Flat stick now until we come in and pit again for her. Cordobas is still doing okay. She's a little bit quicker than the leader, but not by a great deal. So we need this rain to really hit hard, and then we'll start making up some ground on De Graaf and Woodford. She's 6 seconds up, so she did a 27.8 last lap. The leader's done a 28, so she's slowly getting quicker. We need to. Well, there's Woodford. Woodford's in the pits now, so what's Woodford going to take? We'll come out on a set of inters, no doubt. In there for a while, so might have some other mechanical issues that they need to fix. Back to conserve, up to overtake mode now for Cordobas. Get her to try and push through these guys pretty quick. Down the inside, there we go. She's got De Wolf just ahead as well. Can she get down the inside? She can't. She has now, so we're getting there. We'll go back to high. You can go back to neutral. 19 laps to go now. What part's looking a bit dodgy? We know front wing. You've got more suspension issues. They're not too bad, I suppose, but we'll need to look at them eventually. So no one else is in the pits just yet. Looks like Kenjiro's pitted, so's Woodford, and Olsen's still in 9th. Cordobas is in 4th at the moment though. So it could still work out for us. I know these other guys are probably going to have to pit again with tyres. Go back to conserve tyre wires at the moment. 3rd spot, Tyler's got some mechanical issues. Now you can stay as you are, pushing as hard as you can to the last minute. Three laps of fuel left. Inters go for 20 laps. Hopefully, we're going to go for 20 laps anyway. So Cordobas is still in 3rd. Got Sylvander and De Graaf just ahead, who are both on soft tyres still. Look at Olsen now, so she's got 2.3 laps to go. She's going to have to come in next lap. If she will, next lap she'll be in. So another set of inters. How many laps to go? 15. So let's give her 16. Park condition. I'm hoping she's going to be okay. Fast stop. So let her push hard until she gets in the pits. Cordobas has still got 4 laps to go before she needs to come in. Might need to do a front wing, and that's about it, I think. She's still in third. So you come out and go medium and neutral. Comes the ray now. Let's just hope it's a good, clean stop. Fuel's in well, tyres are in well. Well done. Just come out in the 7th spot now. We know your front wing's a bit dodged, so that'll be fixed soon. Yeah, everything else hopefully will be okay to the end. Just got a little bit of excess fuel, but we won't be too concerned just yet. So 2.7 laps of fuel left for Cordovez. We can go back to neutral. So De Graaf is still hasn't come in the pits. De Graaf is in the pits now. So De Graaf might make it to the end without another stop. So we're going to come in this lap. Set of inters. Going to go 12.64. Fixed your front wing, and that's all we're going to do. So Cordovez is now in first position, but De Graaf is only 3 seconds behind. So keep an eye on Olsen. So we're going to go medium and neutral for when Cordovez comes out. So fuel's in well, tyres good, front wing good, well done. Just going to come out in 3rd spot, right behind 2nd of Woodford. Olsen's now up into 4th spot. She can go back to conserve. Go back and look at Cordovez now. She's right behind Woodford. Let's have a look. Woodford got any mechanical issues? No. What about De Graaf? De Graaf has, so still might get lucky here. Getting a good showing in our first race. Keep a close eye on our park condition. Hopefully both cars will be okay to get through to the end. So currently 3rd Cordovez, Olsen's in 4th. Leader has done a 130.4 last lap. We've done a 130.8 and 130.7 with Woodford just ahead. Olsen has done a 131.6, so she's a little bit behind, but not too bad. We're both are high now. So the gearbox issues for Cordovez, but De Graaf is now out of the race. So Cordovez is up into 2nd. Olsen's, she's not too bad. I don't know what she's whinging about. Woodford's going to have to pit again, I believe. Tyres. So gearbox is now 20%, so we need to keep a close eye on that. So we might just put it back to medium so she doesn't destroy it too much. Olsen's still fairly good, so Woodford now, still no mechanical issues, but they will have to pit again. 8 laps to go. We've got a little bit of excess fuel for both. So Olsen's got heaps of excess fuel, so she can neutral and overtake for a little while. Big gap back to 4th spot, so Cordovez can come in and pit. Looks like Krantz has just retired as well. We need to keep a close eye on her gearbox. If we need to, she can come in and pit. We've got a big buffer back to 4th spot, so 7 laps to go now. Neutral, neutral. You're doing pretty well. Look at Woodford. Still no mechanical issues for Woodford. Cordovez is right behind. A little bit slower than Woodford again last time around. Still 20%. Might give it back to conserve with the tyres. We can do the same. Just in case we need our tyres for the last couple of laps, we can actually get onto the back of Woodford here. Because Woodford's going to pit again anyway, so we really just need to conserve as much as we can. Well, I think if Woodford doesn't pit again, I think his tyres are going to really become an issue, and then Cordovez should get past and potentially Olsen. So we could get a 1-2 here, or even a 1-3. Just need to wait and see how it plays out. Oh, gearbox is at 7%. Ooh, is that going to be enough for us to make it to the end? I really don't know. Is it worth the risk or is it not worth the risk? I really don't think it is. So let's bring her in for another set of inters. We're not going to worry about fuel. We're going to fix the gearbox and just go for a balanced stop. It's going to take a lot of time, but when she comes out, she can overtake an attack. So there goes third spot. Still got a huge gap back to fourth. That's a great stop though. So let her push as hard as she can to the end. Olsen's now up in the second, of course. So 4.5 laps left. Let's have a look at Woodford. Has he got any mechanical issues yet? No, still no issues yet. So Cordobez has still got the rear wing at 20%, but that's not too bad. Drop it back to conservative tyres now. She's pushed a little bit hard, but so 29.1 last lap for Olsen. Woodford was a 32.0. She's a little bit down this lap actually. Olsen as well. There we go. Leaders in. So let's go back to neutral and medium and neutral. Beautiful. First and second. There we go. Come back to medium. Conserve. You can go back to medium and conserve. Parts are good. Parts are good. So we're going to take a win. First race. Season 3, we know the first race is always usually fairly good for us, but it's more towards the end of the season where we need to see how we're going. So Olsen did a 28.9 last lap, 29.5 for Cordobez. It looks like we're definitely going to take the win with Olsen here. Cordobez is definitely going to finish in second. Got a 30-second, well over 30-second gap back to Ken Giro. So here comes Olsen down the front straight across the line to take the win. Here comes Cordobez to take second position. So that's a 1-2 for Brute Force Racing for round 1, season 3. First race in the GP2 or Asia Pacific Super Cup. Going to stand on the top step, Singapore GP, and the second step as well, the Cordobez. I'll even get my ugly mug up there as team manager to accept the team's trophy. But great result. Couldn't be better. Couldn't be happier either with that result. It's pretty good. I didn't think it was going to end that way, but obviously, where did he end up? We're chasing Woodford, weren't we? So he ended up in fourth. Unfortunately, so those little stint there with the softs didn't really help them. It possibly could have helped us if we had done it. But anyway, it doesn't matter. 1-2, who cares? We won. A brand new team into the championship when we get the first win of the season. 10 points and 6 points. 4 points ahead. Olsen is of Cordobez and 5 points ahead of third spot with Jeremy Woodford. 10 points ahead in Constructors Championship, so well done. Absolutely great race for us. That was definitely what we needed. It's a shame we can't do that in our GT Challenger series because that's what we need to keep our job. So as always, if you enjoyed that video, smash that like button, leave a comment, let me know how you thought we did. Well, I think we did pretty bloody well. Could we have done something different with strategy, coming for a set of softs or not? You know, you guys let me know. Ooh, some decent boost here. Big booster cornering there for Olsen. Well done. 8% there for Cordobez with Frank Lurbia. Finished first instead of ninth. No changes here for marketability, which is a bit strange, a bit frustrating, but anyway. Now let's continue on. So let's have a quick look. So we're going to focus on suspension straight up, and then potentially brakes, I think. Brakes aren't too bad. But I think, yeah, suspension and brakes might be the way to go. So let's look at our HQ quickly. So telemetry center is for our gearbox, of course. Brakes is only level 1, and so is suspension. So we really need both of these built as soon as we can. So we're going to have to build handling development center now. We're going to do suspension. And we're going to need to do the brakes as well fairly soon, hopefully. Anyway, we'll call that the end of the episode. That was our first race, season 3 in the Asia Pacific Super Cup. Went to the Singapore Grand Prix. Olsen finished first. Cordobos finished second. Great result for Brute Force Racing. A great showing in our first race. As I said, if you liked the video, smash the like button, leave a comment, let me know how you thought we did. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do so to continue to follow our Road to Formula 1 modded series here with Brute Force Racing. It's been Brito's Gaming. Thanks for watching. We'll see you when we come back for episode number 2, the Beijing Grand Prix from China.